real good feeling. This place is jumping off hard as it can get. No, we won't ever stop dancing on the edge. We like it dangerous, we like to see you split. Turn up another notch, you ain't seen nothing yet. Let me tell you something, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, let me tell you something. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Got a real good feeling. Right now, right now. 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 Oh, I got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. I got a real good feeling.
Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about Cardano, because as you guys already know, it is not a secret. Cardano just smashed through all-time high. He's trading at $2.50 and has rallied 150% in the last 4 weeks. Our head of sales, Greg, who is probably watching this, is extremely happy because he's literally all in on Cardano right now, and he's done very well for himself. Guys, we got a lot to cover in today's video. We're going to be looking at the technicals. We're going to be talking about how far can Cardano rally before Alonzo launches on September the 12th, and are we going to see a major crash after September the 12th, or are we going to just continue rallying to the moon? We are going to discuss all of that and more in today's video, including how the #1 NBA draft pick, I believe his name is Cade Cunningham. Am I right on that, Tim? Yes. He is going to be getting a sponsorship deal with BlockFi, and he'll be paid in crypto. We're looking forward to talking about that, but we have to start with Tim, who we are joined by. How are you doing, Tim?
Don't mind me. I'm just marking my 3rd victory on the HODL trophy.
Oh, okay.
Because I won that this week.
How many victories do the rest of us have?
Jeb has 2 and Smay has 3, and it takes 4 to win.
That's
so,
true. That's
mad
true.
comeback. I was down at 1 last week. Just like that.
How are you down at 1 last week, and then you have...
A week ago,
Oh, I see.
I had not officially won yet. I
see.
had 1 victory.
That's
Now
true.
I have 3.
This is true. That was actually a week and 2 minutes ago, to be fair.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
get
true.
your facts straight, Tim. We're also joined by Smay. How you doing, Smay?
I'm not doing good, guys. Cardano is the worst cryptocurrency ever.
Smay's just salty because
It
just
cost me a win.
Smay's. What do
I
you mean?
almost-
You didn't win anything
Listen,
this week.
well, it cost me a win. That's what I just said.
I know.
That's what that means. It means I didn't
but
win.
he won Ethereum
won it all.
and he won
No,
Ethereum and Bitcoin.
Because
He went
they
Cardano.
followed Cardano.
You're
Okay?
right. That's true. They did
and
follow
here's
Cardano.
the problem. Here's the problem. Cardano doesn't follow any rules, and it's ridiculous. I was winning literally yesterday, all 3. And then Cardano was like, actually,
does
pro
follow
gamer
some-
move.
it does
and then
follow
it just,
some rules.
It
It follows the rules that there are
Ridiculous.
no rules. Smay, we also have some very good news, and that is that you fixed something.
Oh yeah, guys, if you haven't noticed, I fixed the lens.
Yeah, he took the broken lens and just went, and I think one of the gears in there that controls the servos is just like, you know, trying to make do with what it has. But we've got a lot to cover.
Fixed.
It is fixed. It actually works.
And the thing is, it's not only fixed, it actually like closes, like
and it opens and closes.
Focuses and everything. It's good.
Yeah. I don't know how you managed to do that, but good job, Smay. That is what it means to be an amazing producer, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in today. We go live 9:30 Eastern Standard Time every single weekday. We're uploading nearly 30 pieces of content to our YouTube channel every single week with the mission of bringing you guys high-quality, educational, and entertaining content to make sure you are proficient in cryptocurrency markets. And we're going to start here on my chart with the chart of Cardano. As you guys know, Cardano has moonshot over the last 3 days. In fact, just on the 18th, Cardano was sitting at $1.89. It's now rallied 35% in the last 72 hours, and it's sitting at $2.56. Even right now, as we are recording, it is rallying. Even in just the last couple of minutes, we have rallied from $2.51 all the way up 2% in 13 minutes to $2.56. Guys, Cardano is absolutely moonshotting, and right now we're seeing it explode the same way we saw it do so back at the end of April and on into the beginning of May earlier on this year, and it has now breached all-time high. On top of that, Cardano was also broken into the top 3, dethroning Binance Coin, which had been taking that seat for quite some time. It's really interesting. I remember for the longest time, the lineup was Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. That's how it was for 3 years. And now this number 3 seat is really being fought for by many different cryptocurrencies. Cardano right now is the one that holds it. It is sitting at $80 billion in market capitalization. Jumping over here to an article from Cointelegraph, it is speculating about the smart contracts launching on Cardano on the September the 12th. That news actually broke while we were live earlier on this week, and we are very excited for this update for reasons we're going to be discussing in today's show. Expectations are rising for the blockchain to implement smart contracts functionality by next month. If we see here, smart contracts functionality would allow Cardano to incorporate more applications, including DeFi, which we're going to talk about, and it would also help to better position Cardano to compete with Ethereum. Now, before we get into all of that conversation, because there is a lot that I want to unpack, some questions I want to ask everybody in this room about Ethereum versus Cardano, the first thing that we need to do is we need to look at the technicals. Here on the daily chart, I'm going to start with the oscillators down here on the bottom of the chart. We can see that we rallied all the way to 88 on the daily chart RSI back on the 14th of August. That was when Cardano was very much exploding. It was sitting up at $2.30. We had not had a correction of any kind in over 3 weeks. We rallied 121% in 25 days. The MACD started to cool off at the same time, but it decided to reverse and we continued diverging. That is a very good sign. And we can also see that the volume is remarkably high. It's not as high as we saw back during the run-up at the end of last year and earlier on this year, but the volume has increased by several times over the last couple of weeks, which is definitely a good sign for anyone in Cardano. Now, the other thing I want to point out is that looking at the VPVR here, we can see that Cardano had its most difficult movement right here. In between $1 and $1.50 was where all of this major resistance was. And if you guys don't know what VPVR is, I believe we actually have a video in CT2A on the VPVR right here. You can come and learn about that right here if you are interested. But the VPVR basically shows us where all the trading volume has happened. We can also see with the VPVR, obviously, there's no resistance where we are right now because we are in uncharted territory. We have broken all-time high for the first time in about 4.5 months, and this is obviously very exciting for anyone invested in Cardano. Now, let's look at a couple more technicals. We'll move into some predictions, and then we'll talk about Cardano and its competition with Ethereum. One of the things I want to point out here is that Cardano is sitting well and truly above the 20 daily exponential moving average. We can see that moving average right here. And we can also see that we saw a bullish engulfing candlestick formation here on the 17th and 18th of August. We have content in CT2A on this as well. Introduction to candlestick analysis, which is right here. I talk about this bullish engulfing candlestick. If you've gone through CT2A, you would have seen this and noticed, okay, we're about to go into a rally because this right here, guys, is a bottoming formation. This is indicative that we're seeing a strong bottom and that the bulls are in charge. Why? Because the green candlestick is larger than the red candlestick, which means that the bulls are stronger than the bears. Cardano broke bearish out of a pattern just a couple of days ago, and we actually talked about how Cardano, notice this right here, we did this about a week ago. I drew this on the 16th of August. We talked about how I thought Cardano would break to the downside, and then rally. Now, obviously, my time frame on how long that would take was a little bit off. It took a little bit longer to correct before we went into that rally, but my initial prediction of breaking bearish out of this consolidation pattern and then rallying was absolutely correct, and it looks like that's what Cardano has done. Sometimes cryptocurrencies just need to cool off a little bit so that they continue rallying healthily, and that's what we're seeing right here, is that we saw a cool off. Now, I wouldn't argue that this is the most healthy rally in the world, but it is definitely indicative of a lot of bullishness for many different reasons. Another thing I want to point out is some massive, I'm talking truly massive RSI divergence sitting here on the hourly chart. Take a look at these bottoms here that were set here on the 12th of August and the 18th of August. This bullish RSI divergence on the hourly chart is one of the things that has led to this big rally. We talked about this a couple of days ago, and it has helped us to breach our previous local high of $2.25. Let's pause really quickly before we go on any farther. Let's make sure chat is in alignment. Do you guys fully understand what's going on here? We broke all-time high. I want to make sure I'm not getting ahead of myself. Tim, what do you think about Cardano breaking all-time high, and where do we go next? What happens now?
I think it was inevitable. I think the news of what's happening on September 12th was massive, and I know, sometimes it's buy the rumor, sell the news. So in which case, some people I think predicted maybe the price would go down after that breaking news. But in this case, I think it's more along the lines of buy the news, sell the release. So where we should expect to go, I have no idea. I'm thinking closer to $3, if not over $3 by September 12th. I think the momentum and the excitement that Cardano has going right now is amazing for it. However, what's going to happen is on the 11th or the 12th, there's going to be the more experienced traders say, okay, time to take my profits while all the noobs get burned. So there's going to be, I'm not saying we drop all the way back down to $1, but I was talking with Greg yesterday. Greg called me. We were talking a little Cardano. I said, what happened last time Cardano hit a new all-time high? Went all the way up to 230. I think some exchanges had it closer to 240.
I'll show it while you're talking.
Within the next couple of weeks, it dropped all the way back to $1. The volatility in Cardano, as amazing as the project is, and as much as I love it, the volatility is still very dangerous.
In fact, Tim, to add to what you just said, it dropped 60% in 3 days.
So don't get me wrong. That just so I don't have any people in chat saying, "Oh, Tim hates Cardano." Tim loves Cardano. Partially, one of the reasons I love Cardano is because that volatility allows you to make so much money in trades. However, if you don't know what you're doing, it also cause you to lose a lot of money in trades. I do not expect it to stay at well above $3 very long after the 12th. What's going to happen, though, is I think it's going to come back down somewhere closer to $2. I think potentially we're setting a lot of levels of support around $2. That will be a nice sturdy bottom for a while before we continue to rally closer to that $5, maybe even, I know some people are predicting even all the way up to $7 or $8 by the end of the year. But it's going to take a couple more scary corrections before we get there.
I'm very confident that Cardano will go to $10 in the future. I just don't know when. Here's the thing also on the short-term technicals. We see that there was quite a bit of trading over the last several days right here in between the 13th of August and roughly, well, yesterday. We saw Cardano trading between $2 and $2.20. You can see right here this little blip on the VPVR. This actually might be where we pull back to, and I'm going to reference what I'm saying right now in the future because I have a very strong feeling that this is what is going to happen. I'm pretty sure that Cardano is going to continue rallying above $2.50. It's probably going to continue all the way up close to $3, but then I think it's going to pull back probably somewhere into this region around where that VPVR support is, in between $2 and $2.20, and then we will be able to bounce and continue from there. I think we will hold above $2 personally, and the reason for that is because the Cardano community is incredibly strong. Drop a hashtag AdaGang in chat if you are a fan of Cardano, and by the way, if you haven't already, smash the living daylights out of that like button, guys. We come at you every single day here, bringing you high-quality educational content on cryptocurrency technical analysis. It takes a lot to put on this show and all the content that we do. We very much appreciate all of your support, and liking the video is the simplest way of supporting this content. But what I was saying is that Cardano does need a small correction. However, this is a very, very good thing for the cryptocurrency market. Why? Because Cardano has been trading sideways for nearly a year, and its community is incredibly powerful. Its community is why Cardano is going to be so successful. It's not because of the project. Look, guys, Cardano is not successful because of its technology. Full stop. There is great technology all around the world in all kinds of industries. Cardano is so successful because of what I'm seeing in chat right now. Look at all the AdaGang. Cardano is here, and it's here to stay. Cardano has fantastic technology. It is still, as of yet, unproven. It doesn't have DeFi built on top of it. We're going to talk about that in a second, but it's coming. And so long as Cardano can even come close to delivering on the promises that it has given us, it is going to be worth a lot of money. With that said, I want to talk a little bit about the future of Cardano after Alonso updates. And Tim, I actually did my due diligence and planned a question. This is the first time I've ever done that in the planning. So I have a question for you. How long will it take for a full-blown DeFi ecosystem to show up on Cardano's platform once smart contracts launch? And will they be able to compete with Ethereum-based applications?
Love the question. I cannot answer that question.
Okay.
That is not my field of expertise. However, I do believe, and Smay's going to disagree because he's had a really dicey relationship with old Charles Hotsky. First he hates him, then he loves him, then he hates him.
He drew devil ears and a devil tail on the picture out by his desk.
What I'm going to say about Charles is, again, I'm on the boat of thinking that Charles rides the line of being confident, that potentially at times crosses to full-out prideful, but then he comes back over to confidence, I think that he is somebody who, I would imagine Charles is a very good chess player, because I think he thinks through every single move he does. I think he waits for the right opportunities. I don't think he makes a move that he doesn't know what's going to happen. And I think that when the smart contracts launch, and I think that when Cardano finally answers that question that people have been kind of complaining about it for a long time, saying, oh, what is Cardano? They don't even do anything. Well, they've rallied their camp not doing anything. So when they actually start doing things,
exactly,
the sky is the limit. As far as the date, real quick before
finish.
Before, I don't know the date. I can't give it a date. I can't give it months, years, decades. And then the question is if, I'm not even necessarily yet in the camp of saying Cardano is going to surpass Ethereum. They might just become very, very, very successful. What's the term for that? Competitors, where they're almost the exact same.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of what camp do you choose? Do you choose the Ethereum camp, who was here first, or do you choose the Cardano camp that's a little more exciting? But I think both of them have their pluses and reasons why either one could be the leader and have a justifiable reason for it.
So give us a 1 in chat really quick, Smay. Give us a 1 in chat if you are camp Ethereum DeFi, and give us a 2 in chat if you are camp Cardano DeFi. Want to hear your thoughts, and smash that like button. What's up, Smay?
I just have to say something real quick, guys. Have you ever seen the video of the kid? He's like in an argument, and he's wearing glasses, and he goes, "You're disrespecting a future U.S. Army soldier." Oh, you know that video? That's Charles Hoskinson.
Dang.
There we go.
That's a roast right there.
All right, continue.
That's rough.
Disagreed.
Continue with the show.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I am honestly, I think I'm too. Ethereum, yes, its DeFi applications are big, but I got to be honest with you, I think we're actually going to see Cardano DeFi ecosystem overtake Ethereum in the next 5 years. Could be totally wrong. There's not enough information to make a well-informed opinion on that, by the way, so this is just a guess.
I agree with that, by the way, actually.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. Good to know. Guys, smash that like button. I know we can get over 1,000 likes. That's our goal for the next 5 minutes. We got some more content we want to jump into, but first and foremost, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. CT2A is what I built over 3 years ago, and we've been continuously updating it for the last 3 years. It is the place where I put everything I know about technical analysis. I've been doing technical analysis every single day for the last 4 years, and if you're new here and you're like, why should I listen to you, Jeb? I'll tell you why. I've been working in the cryptocurrency market literally every single day here on YouTube and through my own investments for those last 4 years. I've been making content on it, so I'm constantly looking at the technicals. It's literally my job to read technicals. I'm a professional technical analyst at this point. I put many thousands of hours into learning technical analysis, and the point of CT2A is not for me to tell you some kind of secret or sell you some kind of snake oil like you've seen on an Instagram ad before. The point of CT2A is to save you time, because it took me thousands of hours. I mean, literally thousands of hours. To put that in perspective, there's 8,760 hours in a year. It took me probably 5,000 or 6,000 hours over the last 4 years to learn what I know in technical analysis, and that time could be better spent with your family. That time could be better spent actually working on another project or looking at investments or just enjoying yourself. The point of CT2A is not to sell you some snake oil or some kind of secret sauce. The point of CT2A is to save you time, because I don't want you to have to spend 5,000 hours trying to find the answers to questions that you didn't even know to ask. I want to give you those questions, help you find them, and then also give you the answer. That's why CT2A exists. We've got over 45 videos and 15 hours of high-quality informational content down here covering everything that you're going to need to know. You need to know what mass psychology is. You need to understand how people are thinking. Our mass psychology segments and our market sentiment segments are going to give you a solid foundational understanding of why Cardano rallied. If you haven't watched those videos, you're not going to understand why Cardano and its community are doing so well right now. But if you understand mass psychology and market sentiment, you will. Check the link in the description box down below for CT2A.
Also, by the way, I want to go back to something I saw in chat a little bit ago, because I saw a couple people saying, I disagree with Tim. And by the way, kudos. Good for disagreeing with Tim. More often than not, you're probably right. But I saw a lot of people saying, Tim, you're wrong about Cardano just being volatile, that it was actually the Elon tweet that sent them down just like everybody else. I did a little bit of research here while Jeb was talking. The Elon tweet was on May the 12th. Cardano hit an all-time high on May the 15th. So
May the 16th, actually.
It was the 16th. Either way, it was after the massive news broke from Elon saying that Tesla was no longer accepting Bitcoin. Now, granted, yes, did the crash of the market hurt Cardano as well? Yeah, absolutely. But Cardano, I actually was the last coin to fall.
Yeah, Cardano went up 50% between the 12th and the 16th.
It was the one kind of holding everything together, and people were like, oh, is Cardano going to do its own thing? And then, again, it didn't, and it came down.
Boom, beat with facts and
so
logic.
did Elon play a role? Absolutely. But he was not the main cause of Cardano's drop. While he was for Bitcoin and Ethereum, not necessarily for Cardano.
It's probably one of those knock-on effects where he caused Bitcoin and Ethereum to crash, and then Elon didn't knock into the domino of Cardano, but Elon knocked into the domino of Bitcoin, which knocked into the domino of Ethereum, which knocked into the domino of Cardano.
Yeah.
With that said, guys, let's go ahead and read some super chats. Let's go ahead and smash that like button. Also, if you haven't already, it really helps out the channel. And by the way, if you're not already subscribed to the fastest-growing cryptocurrency technical analysis channel on YouTube, you should. We are growing a lot. And by the way, I can't tell you what all of them are because that's what launches are for, but we have a lot of really cool stuff launching next week. Like, I'm talking really cool. Like, I'm talking, you're going to love it, and I cannot wait. I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and read some super chats.
All right, we got one from Matthew Van Epp saying 88 out here hurting feelings for now.
That's true.
Yeah, that's me. That was, I think, completely directed at you.
Like I was pointing at me.
Yeah. Kevin Mooneyhan said...
Mooneyhan?
Just hand, not hand.
Oh, hand. It was just one of them. Okay.
I'm probably has a different pronunciation. Discovered you guys on Around the Blockchain. Have been watching the daily stream the last few days. Great stuff, except you guys need to stop dumping on Florida State Gold Knowles. Well, Mooneyhan, ain't going to happen.
Not going to happen. I'm
Florida
sorry.
State... Again, when they prove me wrong, good for them. But until they do, their entire program is a disaster.
Look, I'm just saying, it's dangerous to drive around Gainesville with an FSU sticker on your plate. I've seen that. It's rough.
Yeah. Anyway, keep it moving on.
Yep.
Anna Lynn said, should I hodl or sell high-stake profits and then buy back in when things drop? I bought a lot of crypto in the spring, so just now breaking even.
If you're just now breaking even, I wouldn't be selling it personally.
Yeah.
I'm not a financial advisor, but again, whenever people ask me my advice on things, I always respond with two questions. What's your time horizon? What is your risk tolerance? How much risk are you willing to take with that investment by holding it for a long time? And also, are you willing to hold it for a long time? Because I am personally much more of an investor at this point than I am a trader, and that has done wonders for me. I've never sold cryptocurrency one time into US dollars and taken it out of the market. Everything that I've ever put into crypto is still there because I fully believe in this industry. If you do also, I think it would be best, personally, not financial advice, to do the same. It's worked for me.
All right. We got, so 4 by Grace, this is, we probably won't do it here, but we're absolutely with you, 4 by Grace. He said, could you guys say a prayer for the people in Kubal?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what's happening over there.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it
no
is.
matter what you believe politically.
Mm-hmm.
King Monkey 246 said, hey, Jeb, what do you guys think about AMP?
I haven't done a lot of research on it, to be honest with you. You guys know I don't look at a ton
question.
of... Yeah. That's a common answer of mine. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of research on that one. I need to. I'm planning on doing a lot more research on altcoins so that I can start answering those questions.
Yeah.
But I got to get there.
Eric Liddell said, I have been mining Ravencoin
Ooh.
and I'm debating exchanging it for Bitcoin 88 or something or some other coin. Leaning towards Cardano to add to my stake. What are your thoughts?
Number one, I would definitely make sure you diversify out of Ravencoin. I have nothing against Ravencoin, but, you got to be in the top 3. If you're not, you're making a mistake, in my humble opinion. Number two, buying into Cardano right now is probably not a great idea considering how overextended it is. I would personally wait for a correction. It is the wiser move to wait for some kind of correction and buy in when the RSI is sitting at 30, 40, 45 instead of when it's sitting at 75 like it is right now. Yeah. Yeah, did you say Kubal?
Yeah.
It's Kabul.
Yeah, I said it wrong. Which is okay to me. Like, I say a lot of things wrong.
That's true.
I'm responding to a chat. So I'll just go ahead and respond to it in person. Jason Bullard said, you just salty because Vautech couldn't beat FSU. That's funny because last time we played, it was a Vautech win. So
Vautech.
At me, Jason Bullard.
At me.
Alessandro the Cynical said, been buying tons of ADA since the downtrend started late May.
I bet you're excited.
Now my stocks are being lukewarm and ADA is single-handedly dragging my entire portfolio by the hairs up the stairs. I am astonished.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
Good for Cardano.
Good for ADA.
Smay
Bad for
doesn't
Smay.
like that. Yeah, but
Smay doesn't like ADA.
Smay, do you own any ADA?
Smay, you should
poor
release
Smay.
You should release a diss track against ADA. That'd be pretty funny. You should do that.
I don't think it'd be that funny.
I think it'd be freaking hilarious. Give us a 7 in chat if you want to see Smay drop a diss track on ADA and Charlie.
Here's the thing. I don't have resentment towards the guy.
You sure?
Or
Are you sure, Smay? It's okay.
I
We're your
just don't
friends.
like
You can open
Charles.
up to us. You can tell us.
And you know what's funny though? Here, let me clarify something. I don't have anything against ADA. I do have something against.
You literally
Charles
said you
Hudson.
hate Cardano earlier on in this stream. It is on camera, Smay.
I'm being jovial
It is
because
on
I
camera,
lost.
Smay.
I'm being silly because I lost the
You
price
yourself, as the
predictions.
producer, recorded yourself saying it.
I'm being silly because
being
of the.
silly.
I'm being silly because
That's
of
in character,
I lost.
yeah.
Okay,
That's pretty accurate, yeah.
but
Alright.
Pretty
personally,
accurate.
I'm a fan. But I don't like Charles.
Bipolar is what you are.
All right.
Yes, I probably am.
Kyle Cox said Ergo has Dex beta running Ergo to ADA DApps. Wow, that was a lot of fun
Cool.
terminology to throw out there.
Nice.
Yeah. Eric Leon said, all of my friends work in investment banking and hate that I'm so deep into crypto. What is the best way to explain the value of crypto as a whole?
Walk up to him and say, you hate me because you ain't me, and then walk away. That's what you do.
I don't think that's the way to do it.
That's literally what you do.
I don't think that's the way to do it. You know what? One way you could do is you could send them a link called
YouTube.com/CryptoJeb.
Okay. Jean Vaz Gerard, I think, is how that's pronounced. Would that be French? Pretty sure the spelling of that is
no
French.
idea.
Jean is a pretty French name.
Yawn, yeah.
Hi guys,
Dutch.
I love watching your show. What do you think about Polkadot? Hey, this is gonna be a Smay question. Since
Shmee.
1 month, it has pretty steady growth.
Smee, what do you think?
Happy.
Yay!
Happy.
What
Yeah.
are the turtles saying?
I haven't consulted the turtles.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And that's an actual act I have to do. It's not just in my
That's
brain.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, if we go to the weekly chart.
Out of curiosity, why
oh,
don't
we're
we
in
have-
green. The turtles were wrong.
No,
No,
yeah,
actually,
the turtles were
no.
wrong.
Let me say this.
No, the turtles were wrong.
The turtles were
week.
wrong
The week.
until Cardano happened.
No. Listen, the rally only started today, or it started last night.
Yeah, but they made the prediction last week.
Yeah, they said the week was going to be bearish. What was it most of the week?
No.
It was bearish.
It's
Yeah, but
what does the week end on?
The bullish
No,
turtle.
it's
What are we talking about?
The
with
bullish
price
turtle didn't even
predictions?
take a step.
The bullish turtle didn't even move.
exactly.
yeah.
Oh well, we'll move on.
Okay.
But hold on, wait. I do want to say something.
That's a
real quick.
reference to Between Two Coins.
Guys,
You guys gotta watch it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Do it.
Guys.
Oh my gosh.
That means the week is now. It's been officially a week, which means tonight we are having Between Two Coins, and today, guys, we learned a lot from the last episode, and this episode is going
It's
to be.
gonna be good.
It's gonna be good, guys.
gonna be
We
good.
have
They've
a
got
lot
something
planned.
good lined up.
We're gonna be.
I think aren't we gonna be joined by definitely not High Zach?
Yes, so we're gonna be
Come
joined
on.
by Zach.
I might make a cameo
think-
too if I'm invited.
Ooh.
I could make a cameo.
Jeb's gonna make a cameo.
I
and,
might make a
and
cameo.
guys, I want to say we are gonna be going out. I'm gonna just spoil this segment real quick, guys.
What?
We are going to be going out and asking, because I've already talked about it last
Oh,
stream.
it's true. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
going to go and talk to people around the UF campus. So if you guys are at UF, come say hi, because I'll be walking around.
You guys
here.
are at UF. We
I'll
would
be
love to
walking
meet
around
you.
here shortly. So if you see a Smay with a camera walking around the street,
Or a
that's
Jab
me.
or a Tim. Walk
but,
up to him.
But my thing is, guys, I'm going to be going around asking people what they think about Bitcoin and what they think about cryptocurrency, and we're going to get the scoop for how people our age, or my age at least, feel about cryptocurrency, guys, and just whoever we find. And it's going to be funny because I'm also going to harass them.
It is.
So
That's always fun.
Watch.
Yeah, it's going to be fun because I'm going to harass them. That's a Smeg comment right there.
Do you want to take a pause?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Super
Let's
Chat?
take a pause. Let's go ahead and talk about this NBA pick, and I'm going to have to lean very heavily on my two friends here, Tim and Smeg, because I don't know jack diddly squat about sports, but I'm trying to learn. I am learning. Tim's brother is a Division I football player, and he also works for our company, so I'm learning.
You or I.
Yes. There's one guy in chat who keeps saying, Rhodey, Rhodey, Rhodey.
Yeah, I mean, it's a small fan base, but
Yeah.
those who are fans of the Rams, they go hard.
They are fans. Yeah, so here's the deal, guys. NBA #1 pick, Cade Cunningham, to be paid in Bitcoin for BlockFi sponsored deal. We've actually used and partnered with BlockFi before. I like BlockFi because I really like the loaning functionality that they have. We now use Coinbase for that functionality. It is really cool over there too. Sorry, BlockFi, but we do a lot of our business already with Coinbase. Nevertheless, the #1 overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons' Cade Cunningham, has signed an exclusive multi-year partnership with cryptocurrency financial services firm BlockFi. As per the agreement, Cunningham is being paid 100% of his signing bonus in Bitcoin. CoinDesk reminds us that this is part of a trend, noting that #1 NFL pick Trevor Lawrence earlier this year inked a deal with FTX, with part of his payment coming in a mix of cryptocurrencies. BlockFi will collaborate with Cunningham on educational and promotional videos throughout the duration of the deal. In the crypto world, Bitcoin is down, but the interest in it is not. Tim and Smay, take it away. What do we need to know from this?
Well, I'm not even going to necessarily comment too much about BlockFi itself as an exchange / a crypto bank of
Financial services provider.
Yeah, what I'm going to say about it is keep an eye on BlockFi, because whether it was a good product or not, we know from experience of a lot of other products, people don't always buy a product due to the fact that it's a good product. And I said product there a lot. They buy it due to what it stands for and what its momentum is.
Yep.
And this is massive news because, in case any of you guys didn't know this, the #1 draft pick of the NFL, Trevor Lawrence, also has a deal with BlockFi, in which case he's being paid in both Solana and Bitcoin. So my man's portfolio just went up this last week.
Yeah.
However, this is massive because crypto as a whole, and forgive me if you are in chat and you are older and this crypto is for everyone. However, specifically, crypto is going after the youth, and they're going after young. If crypto wants to take over the global finance, they've got to captivate the heart of the youth. They got to get young people wanting it, adopting it, saying, yes, this is the form I want. Mm-hmm. Well, they're going heavily after athletes. By signing the top 2 young athletes this year in the 2 biggest sports in the entire world, the NBA and the NFL, that is no offense to European soccer. European soccer actually probably takes the cake on that.
That's probably bigger than the NFL.
I wouldn't be surprised if BlockFi is doing something with them as well. I just haven't
Probably
seen
are.
news breaking. In the U.S. at least, they're going after the 2 largest sports. And that is huge because they are going to be captivating a massive young audience, which is their exact client base they want to go after. Not that they would ever say no to someone who's an older generation.
Their target demographic, yeah.
They want young people to love crypto, and they're going to do it through BlockFi because their favorite athletes are using BlockFi.
This harkens a lot back to the story of Michael. You guys, I mean, I'm not a giant basketball guy. I actually really like basketball. I just kind of suck at it. But I do know a little bit about the story of Michael Jordan and how he got, frankly, so rich. Michael Jordan was looking to be one of the best. And guys, please correct me if I'm wrong on any of these details. And if you want to tell the story, tell me, and I'll let you. Michael, when he inked the deal with Nike, put his name on the map and put Nike on the map. Nike is the brand it is today because of Michael Jordan and the deal. The story goes that somebody, and some people say the person was even tied to the mafia, came to Nike and said, hey, you need to sign this kid because he's going to dominate the NBA and you're going to make a lot of money, but he wants $500,000 because he wants to buy a sports car. And they said, we don't have that kind of money. We're not going to sign him, because Nike was trying to get all these tiny little NBA players, because the NBA used to be Reebok. But now it's Nike. Why? Because Nike managed to get the GOAT of basketball, and now Nike is the company that it is today, due almost exclusively to that deal. Nike wasn't crap back then when they signed that deal. Michael becoming the player that he is now is why Nike's on the map, and Nike supporting Michael is one of the things that helped Michael be able to pay for all of the millions of dollars he's put into his body through training and nutrition and coaching. These kind of partnerships are huge. The shoe industry was massively impacted by Michael, and I think crypto could be too by some partnerships like this.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I think that last point of him putting millions of dollars to his body, I think that was confusing that for LeBron, because
Yeah, that's LeBron.
Jordan is like
had
known
that much.
for being like having super unhealthy habits.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It was LeBron. LeBron spins.
I'm thinking about LeBron.
Yeah,
Although
like-
I was reading an article this morning actually about LeBron's eating habits. He goes through phases of eating super healthy and other
Dude,
times not.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, he is, but he's an elite athlete. No, someone just
Yeah.
said in chat, when people I think said, remember that Messi is involved in crypto now too.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm talking about as a whole, the sports world as a whole is getting involved in crypto. I was specifically talking about BlockFi because yes, European soccer, they're involved with Chili's. Chili's is heavily involved with everything happening in Europe with, as someone said in chat, I agree, it is the original, if not the real football. American football, though in America is the biggest, and then the NBA is right behind it. And there's both those sports and both those leagues are still massive in the entire planet.
The NBA is huge in
probably coming
China,
behind
actually.
European soccer, but BlockFi is big with those two sports. And what I'm saying to watch out for is we know the entire sports world is moving towards crypto. A lot of athletes, I don't even have the time to cover every single athlete who now has their hand in that pot. But I'm specifically talking about BlockFi right here. BlockFi is going after the young, talented, up-and-coming stars.
And just some perspective, a year ago, it was unheard of for an athlete to take their... I remember, it was 6 months ago when this was a new thing. What was the first guy? It was some NFL player.
I don't know if he was the first guy, but
He was one of them.
lineman for the Carolina Panthers was the big story that he was.
Yeah.
He's a starting player in the NFL, which means he's a good player. I don't want to take any credit away from his ability. Chung, I think was his last name.
Yeah.
He was by no means a top 30 player in the league. However, due to him taking 50% of his pay in Bitcoin, he was a top 30 paid player in the league due to the fact that his Bitcoin accumulated so much. So he started to train. I believe I was looking at numbers, and this is just what's confirmed. There's well over 100 players taking significant amount of their pay in Bitcoin.
And this is literally in the last year.
Yeah.
Guys, a year ago, this was not news that we saw. This is just how fast everything is moving. We go from one dude getting paid half of his salary in Bitcoin to now hundreds of players, including the #1 NFL player, #1 NBA player, and the #1 soccer player in the world, all getting paid in some way, shape, or form by sponsors that are involved in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
This is freaking massive because the sports world is hands down, far and away, even bigger than gaming, the #1 form of entertainment on the planet.
Yep.
And the people that watch sports are literally everyone. What is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trying to do? Reach the masses, reach literally everyone, and Bitcoin is a great way to do that. With that said, we want to go ahead and read a couple more super chats here. Guys,
Yes.
smash that like button if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and also make sure to check out LuxAlgo and C22A. Both links are down below.
Wrapping that out real quick. The point I would just take away from all that is if you're not in BlockFi, at least start keeping your eye on BlockFi. There's a chance that they are going to explode.
Oh, yeah.
Corey said, Tim's back. Here's to you, Tim. Thanks you, Corey. Said, thanks you. Thank you, Corey.
Thank you.
Another one from, again, the French, Jan Viz Gerard, I think. But by the way, I'm a French Canadian. Okay, here he goes.
Oh,
I'm French Canadian. I'm from Montreal, Quebec. Keep it up, guys.
Montreal.
What is next thing Smay's gonna break? Oh gosh.
Oh, no.
That's
My heart.
He doesn't make a habit of that. And the truth is, other things break without him. We just like to give him a hard time because we love him that much.
Yes.
Charismatic, or it's not William because I think he sent an email. He never
sent
goes
to
by William.
He said William is the name he
Yeah.
is never called. But that's like my legal name is Jared. Most of you guys probably didn't even know that. I hate that name. Jeb is actually not my legal name.
Yeah. Anyway, Charismatic said, keep it up, fellas. Any thoughts on farm, harvest finance? Also, reached out to you two, Jeb and Beard, on Twitter. Okay,
I saw that,
Yeah.
and I forwarded your email to... Did I forward that to you, Tim? No, I think I forwarded your email to Greg. We're going to make sure that gets taken care of. I responded to you on Twitter and said that that's been forwarded, and we're going to take care of that.
you have a thought?
What's up, Smay?
I want to just note that I have not officially broken anything because the lens was not
he did
broken.
fix the lens.
He fixed the
So,
lens, so he has actually...
I have not actually. I don't have any breaking thing on my track record.
Well, okay, so... Okay. Yeah. So one time I got pulled over for a speeding ticket, right? For speeding. And I got a speeding ticket, except the cop wrote it out to my dad for some reason. I
Nice.
don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
And they nixed it, so it's not on my record.
yeah, so you didn't get a speeding ticket.
I still got a speeding ticket. It just
Nope,
got
you
canceled.
didn't get it.
Okay.
Your dad got it.
Yeah, my dad got the
So-
speeding ticket for sitting on the couch at home. But
Yep.
it's not,
Yep. So technically, the lens wasn't
The letter of
broken.
the law.
The letter of the law.
Since the lens was still working,
they
it
threw
wasn't
it out.
broken.
I was so happy. That was like a year and a half ago.
Either way, we're going to keep moving on
Yes,
here.
let's do
Kevin
it.
Mooneyhan again. our least favorite Florida State fan, said, at the very least, I've got to give you props on saying my name right. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Didn't know you guys were in Gainesville. I'm up in Jacksonville. # Duval.
Your wife's from Jacksonville, isn't she?
She was born in Jacksonville.
Born in Jacksonville.
She lived in Greenville, closer. Her siblings went to Florida State, by the way, Kevin. So her family is definitely Florida State. That took much of our dating relationship for me to work that out of her.
Wait, she was an FSU fan?
Oh, yeah. For a while, she was both a Gator and an FSU fan. Which,
How?
And I'm sure you agree with this, Kevin, and any other Florida State or Gator fan. That is like
gotta
worshiping
pick.
both Jesus and the devil.
Yeah,
so it can't happen. You can't serve two masters.
That's true.
We had to work on that, and she is no longer a Florida State fan.
Okay.
Burger Man said, Tim, what do you do to maintain your illustrious beard? I tried growing a beard, but I looked like a dog with mange. Burger Man, I did too. At the end of the day, what it was is I stuck to it, and
You got to have that commitment.
the thing I've done recently, because our barber Corey was the one that suggested this. He actually said you kind of similar to hair. You don't necessarily want to shampoo it and condition it every single day. You want to keep health. So I started doing, like, if I have a good sweat, I definitely use shampoo and then conditioner also. And I use conditioner probably once every 2 days. And if I'm having a lot of problems, I'll put a little bit of coconut oil in it. But in all reality,
shampoo a French word?
I just keep my hair healthy.
I feel like shampoo is a French word.
I have
Does
no
anybody
idea.
know that? Can
I
you
have
tell
no
us in
idea.
chat?
Keep moving on. Rye Height said, coffee on me this morning. I'm 37.
Oh,
now have an
thank you.
8-year retirement plan based on you and some of your collabs in crypto. God bless, and thanks for all the info daily.
Let's go.
That's
Thank you
awesome.
very much for that super
And I
chat.
hope I have a retirement plan at 37. That's going to be awesome. Juan Piedrahita, I think we said that right before,
Yes.
said, hey, when you guys talk about put an I in BlockFi, what does that really mean? Move your crypto there. Sorry for the dumb question.
Well, you said that.
I
So
said
what are
it.
you saying?
So what I'm talking about there is, so I believe that BlockFi could potentially become another Coinbase.
Yeah.
And I think at some point they're not public at the moment, right?
They're planning on it.
I think they're planning on it. So when I'm saying keep your eye on them, I'm talking about keeping your eye
the
on
stock if it
on
launches.
their stock. Even the more a
they-
company grows, the more they're going to be able to do. So potentially keep your eye on them to move some money into that usage, platform.
Yeah, we actually talked about that on the channel a little over a month ago.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. BlockFi is planning on going public. They just aren't yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep moving on. That's what I mean, Juan.
That's what we
Eric
mean, yeah.
Haywood said, thank you for putting me onto Lux Algo. All caps for emphasis. Love the channel.
Absolutely, Eric.
Yes.
Let us know in chat how you are doing with Lux Algo. Guys, Lux Algo is my favorite indicator right now on the chart, so make sure to check it out. Links in the description.
Also, I know I've dabbled with this before. Let us know in chat if you want to see this, and I'm sure they're going to want to see it.
Yes.
But I want to see how much you guys want to see it. I'm going to start 3 different trading channels. I don't know when. Probably not next week because we're moving, so there's a lot of hectic. But starting like maybe 2 Mondays from now, I'm going to open up 3 different trading portfolios. And I'm going to do one doing nothing but responding to Lux Algo on the daily chart, another responding nothing but on the 4-hourly chart, and then another on the hourly chart. And I'm not going to use any technical analysis.
Drop a
I'm
1 in chat if
literally
you want to see that.
Just going to use Lux Algo and see which one is the most profitable / biggest loss.
Which 2 things, by the way, we don't recommend you doing that,
No,
but
it's just a
Tim
test.
wants to prove the point that Lux Algo, even if you don't use it correctly, will still make you money.
Yes.
Drop a 1 in chat if you want to see that.
Matt C said, what a week. We got a webinar. Crypto
Boom.
is pumping and adoption is accelerating. Shout out to everyone who is here making their lives better. I hope
Heck
you all
yeah.
stick with it. Keep learning and you will make life-changing wealth.
Thank you so much, Matt.
If there's no other reason to join future webinars, it is to listen to people like Matt C.
Absolutely.
Listen to people like Charismatic. Listen, I love Jeb. And Jeb is, I still think, in my opinion, Jeb is top dog when it comes to crypto advice. However,
but not financial advice.
we have some amazing viewers in chat who know their stuff.
Yep.
And even not crypto, because I think to be successful in crypto, you don't just listen to crypto advice. Listen to life advice.
Yep.
Listen to thinking advice, psychology advice, just to know how to operate as a human being. We have some gold. We had some gold in that webinar the other day. It was
Yep.
amazing. I know I
It was
wasn't here
great.
yesterday to talk about it,
It was
but
fantastic.
it was phenomenal.
It was phenomenal.
Moving forward, Luke C said, so instead of coffee and crypto, I'm drinking Bang and crypto. Cardano #1.
I came so close to buying a Bang earlier today, and instead I bought a Rain. These things are so good. Greg got me started on these,
Yeah.
and I'm salty.
Also, if you you should definitely try G Fuel.
I should try
Well,
G Fuel.
I used to drink a lot of those things. Don't get me wrong, they're not all bad. I know some people out there saying like, "Oh, if you drink a can, it's going to give you cancer." No, but if you drink them over and over and over and over again, there are some health downsides.
Yeah.
I love Celsius. Manny, I think, was the person who first told me what Celsius was. I did
I'm a
my
Fahrenheit
research.
kind of guy.
There's another drink too that is very expensive called Nat that I freaking love. It just costs like $5 a drink.
I still have a bunch of
Well,
it.
I was gonna
It's
say
great,
G Fuel's great because it has 0 sugar, 0 calories, a bunch of vitamins in it.
Yeah, there's
and
just a lot of times where
no
some of the
carbs.
chemicals. No, yeah, so people are so afraid of carbs. Sometimes carbs aren't the worst. Like, for example, you could gain more weight drinking Diet Coke than you could drinking regular Coke.
Yeah.
Because of the chemicals in it. And there's some, it's not as bad, but there's some similar chemicals.
Yo, Eric Haywood just said Lux Algo alone made me $1,000 today already. Now I can afford a super chat.
Wow,
Let's go, Eric. That is why we promote Lux Algo, because yes, it is a paid indicator, but it's so good it's worth every penny. It's just like CT2A, guys. It is worth the coin. Let's go ahead and move on here really quickly to one of our final segments, and then we're going to finish out these super chats, and we'll wrap it out for a week. We'll call it good. Coinbase to become the first publicly traded company to hold Ethereum, DeFi assets, and Bitcoin. So Coinbase, as you guys know, is the largest cryptocurrency exchange by its market capitalization on the open stock market. It's one of the only cryptocurrency companies that are publicly listed at the moment. And the interesting thing here is that we are seeing them holding all these different assets. Now, the thing I want to take away from this is, what are we going to see Coinbase lead in the future of our stock market? I think a lot of companies that are publicly traded are going to be concerned about having cryptocurrency on their balance sheet, and Coinbase is going to be where they look to see, hey, are investors really willing to play ball with this? How is this going to affect our stock price? How much is the volatility in cryptocurrency going to affect the price of our stock? So that's what I want to talk about a little bit here. Tim, what do you think? How is Coinbase leading the way in the stock market? How do you think other companies are looking at Coinbase? Are they looking at Coinbase as a experiment, and should they be taking advice from Coinbase's moves on how to actually go about investing in cryptos?
I don't know. So, I mean, kind of rephrase the question. Who is listening to Coinbase, and who's like looking at Coinbase and kind of making responses based off of it? Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, I think a lot of the other publicly traded companies out there, like PayPal, Facebook, the FANG stocks, I think a lot of these companies are going to be looking at, like Amazon, Walmart, Apple, the three big companies that we're talking about are not in crypto, might be really hesitant to get into it because they don't know what's going to do to their stock price, what their investors are going to think. I think a lot of them are going to be looking at Coinbase as a precedent setter.
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to be learning from Coinbase?
Well, so first of all, Binance is technically number one, but we know Binance is kind of under fire for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah, I meant number one traded by market cap.
No, exactly.
Market.
Coinbase, well, and what I was going with that was Coinbase is number two, but in a lot of eyes is number one. It's the best. I think it's the easiest one to technically sign up for.
Yeah, it is.
But just because it's top dog doesn't mean it's best. Even going back to what I was talking about with BlockFi, I wasn't saying keep an eye on it because it's an amazing exchange that is the best and it's going to make you those money or have the least fees. It's just going to get a lot of eyes on it, and it's going to be able to do things effectively, and it's going to be ease of access because of what they're able to financially afford with their software and with their technology. I don't know if people necessarily should be looking at Coinbase. I know there's a lot of complaints about Coinbase, especially when it comes to fees on Coinbase. It's definitely not number one in terms of cost-effective exchanges. It just is run, I think, very well as a company.
Yeah,
is why it's so successful.
Yeah, it's very user-friendly,
and it's crypto is new. I still, to this day, we're getting to where it's not many people. When I used to work for the church, it was funny. Every now and then, going around campus and talking about the gospel, I would meet like one person who had actually never heard of Jesus before. And I was like, oh, wow, this is crazy. We're not there yet, but we're getting pretty stinking close to where it's hard to find a person who's never heard of Bitcoin before.
Yeah.
I encounter a couple of them from time to time.
It's uncommon, though.
But even more so, people don't know how to invest in it. People actually think it's like this major science experiment to get involved in crypto, when it's really not. It's really easy.
Yeah.
But because Coinbase does it so easily and is so self-explainable, I think that's why other people are looking at them and saying, how can we copy what they're doing? Because they are potentially the most attractive exchange out there at the moment.
Yeah, no, I think so. And I think they're doing...
I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, no, I think they're doing very well. And I think a lot of the companies like Amazon, Facebook, well, Facebook's already been in crypto for a while, but Walmart, Apple, they're going to be looking at Coinbase and how its stock performs over the next year or two to see how does their balance sheet impact their stock price, because the stock price of companies has a whole lot to do with what is on their balance sheet. Most companies, if you're holding cryptocurrency, that cryptocurrency might have an impact on your stock price, because if your balance sheet looks like crap one quarter, then people might start selling your stock and it could cause your price to go down. So I think Coinbase and its performance on the open stock market over the next 12 months is going to have big implications on how Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are adopted by other major financial institutions and by other major companies. With that said, let's go ahead and read the rest of these super chats and we'll wrap it out. Guys, smash that like button. I know we can get to 1.5K likes before we wrap it out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's read some.
Yeah. Philip Servin, I think, said, "Yay, Tim is doing better. What do you guys think about Helium? Cool project. Love y'all's faces. Cheers from Sweden."
I'm not the most familiar with Helium. I hate saying that. I need to keep researching. I've been trying to catch up on all these. From what I know about Helium, I think it's a really good project, but I don't know enough to give you a great piece of analysis on that.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, there's 10 out of 10 chances that I'm going to pronounce this wrong. This might not even be a name. XZD? ECKZDI? I don't even know. But said, love the show, guys. Was wondering if you guys could have heard of Radix, or it's $ EXRD. Or $ XRD. And if so, what do you think of it?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of that
Sorry.
one. Sorry, man. Eric Hayward said, okay, no, you read that one already. So
Lux
you
Algo
got
alum made
ahead
me
of that.
$1,000 today.
Yep. Ivan Cortez said, thanks for the content. Any thoughts on AMP? Again, we probably should look into AMP, because I feel like AMP is a question that's asked frequently.
Yeah, so here's the deal, guys. Right now, we're trying to move into a new office, and the researcher that was on staff who was helping us to keep up with everything no longer works for us. I'm looking to put together a big research team in the next several months on into next year. We're not hiring right now, so we want to. I think it'd be a really good idea for any future hires. We try and recruit people from our audience first before we just go on Indeed.com or something. But we want to get a full-blown research team so that it's easier for us to cover all that. Drop a 7 in chat if you'd like to see more altcoin content coming out of the channel, because I would love to provide that to you. Right now, there's just a lot going on. We're trying, though.
I think at this point, our plan is, in case anyone wants to do this, and I think this would be something someone could do remote in a way, but what we're probably doing is opening up an internship opportunity for someone to join the team. But we'll keep moving on with super chats. Corey said, here you go, energy drinks. As far as energy drinks go, you guys should try Alani Nu. You won't regret it. 1,000 milligrams of caffeine less than rain
100
and
milligrams less.
What did I say, 1,000?
You said 1,000.
Well, 100.
Gram of caffeine can kill you.
You know, Corey, I'm not necessarily even the biggest skeptic of caffeine. There is definitely too much caffeine. That exists. However, caffeine isn't really the main thing that you should be afraid of, especially if you're active and working out. There's actually a really good health benefit to having a good amount of caffeine in you.
Pre-workout. Yeah, it helps.
And someone said earlier, like, "Oh, Tim, what do you mean by all the chemicals?" I can't say the names of them. I don't know how to pronounce half of them.
Here, let's see. I can probably read some of them.
The things that go into these things are not supposed to be going to your body in large amounts.
Niacinamide.
Sucralose specifically had a massive study done on it that showed, I don't remember the exact numbers.
Pyroxidine.
But the amount of people that have developed a form of cancer from sucralose is actually kind of scary.
I'm going to not drink that anymore.
Yeah.
I guess while we're on the subject, don't use Teflon pans. There we go.
Yeah, that's another one. Teflon pans. Learn that from old Smainold. All right, Aaron Brown said, quick analysis on XRP. The lawsuit is not settled, but it continues to rally. Yes, it absolutely does.
Tim, what do you think?
Sitting over $1. Again, people have asked, Tim, when are you getting in? The reason I have not... Oh, it's sitting at $1.26.
Yeah.
Nice day
Before
for
we wrap
XRP.
out the stream, we also got to make sure we have time for some Bitcoin TA, because Bitcoin's pumping.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's do it.
My thoughts on XRP... is it's something that I think long-term I want to diversify into. I do not believe XRP will do exactly what maybe some of the hardcore XRP army believes it will when they say that it's going to overtake Bitcoin and become the king of finance. But I do think it's a project that's interesting, especially after that conversation I had a long time ago with one of the people that works for XRP.
Matt Hamilton.
Yeah, Matt. Well, but I want to talk to Matt again because I want to keep learning, especially after the lawsuit is over.
Yeah.
Matt, if you're watching this, because for some reason sometimes you see some of our episodes, love that conversation. Let's reach out again. However, I am not. I'm out of the boat of saying XRP is evil. I'm not yet in the boat of saying, man, I've got to get into XRP because if I don't, I'll regret it 10 years from now. You know?
Yeah, I have no interest in getting an XRP, by the way, if you're wanting my opinion. Really quickly, let's talk about Bitcoin, and then we're going to finish out with these super chats. Guys, Bitcoin is in a rally right now, and actually before we entered this stream, we were looking at this bull pennant right here on the hourly chart for Bitcoin, and also, by the way, this incredible buy signal down here on Lux Algo, which is right there. Boom, called this entire rally. Lux Algo is incredible. Literally just pause, look at this 1 hourly chart, and tell me Lux Algo isn't a good investment. Anyway, Lux Algo called this breakout. We broke above our downtrending level of resistance earlier on during this stream. It's something that we were looking at, and we actually planned on talking about Bitcoin at the end of this stream like we're doing right now, and we had planned on saying, hey guys, Bitcoin's probably going to break bullish here, and it's probably going to rally back up to 48,000. Well, it broke bullish and it rallied back up to 48,000 before we got to this segment. But nevertheless, it has now happened, and the level of resistance Bitcoin is testing is $48,000. That is now turning into a triple top. The question is, does Bitcoin break this? Well, there's a video on CT2A where I talk about support and resistance, and in that video, I talk about how every touch after 3 tests of a support or resistance touch, the more likely it becomes that you break it. So if we don't rally through the third, if we don't rally through $48,000 this time and we have a small correction and then rally again, this 4th touch is almost certain to break out. But I want to be honest with you, I have a feeling Bitcoin's going to break out today. There is so much hype and so much exuberance in Bitcoin and crypto right now. I mean, Cardano's trading at $2.50. Ethereum's trading at $3,200. It's sitting right below this resistance level, as you can see right here. And yeah, Bitcoin is sitting below resistance too, but I personally think it's about to break out. What do you think, Tim?
We talked about this morning, and again, it's touching it right now. So if it breaks through it, great. This is awesome, and I love that you're looking at the flat level of resistance. But what I was talking about is
the uptrending.
We were on the 4-hourly chart. I don't know. This would have been, I guess I made this about a week ago or so. A little bit more than a week ago, like probably 2 weeks ago, I made this ascending wedge.
I'll show it on the chart.
And what's happening is we broke bearish out of it, which happens. And again, just like Jeb and I talked about when we were talking about this wedge, a lot of times when we break bearish, it'll bounce off a level of support and then bounce back up. And we are currently using what was the support of that rising wedge. We're using it now as resistance. So that's it's a pretty steep wedge. So that's a good sign for Bitcoin that we can continue to move up and up and up. And like I said, we're flirting with that level of resistance, that ascending level of resistance right now. If we break through that, amazing. I'm so glad. But I'm wonder, if we're going to move upwards and sideways here for a little bit and continue to use that rising resistance.
Yeah, so right now, guys, we're seeing...
Ethereum, by the way, is doing the same thing.
Yeah, it is. It's doing the exact same thing. You can see it right over here. It's in the exact same pattern. These two charts are following each other identically. So right now, what we're seeing on Bitcoin and Ethereum is what is known as the convergence of support and resistance. We have a video on that, too. It's right down here, the convergence of support and resistance. In that video, we talk about what it means when you have a cryptocurrency testing the exact same level, but on 2 different indicators or chart formations. In this case, we're testing a flat level and an uptrending level, which means that there is convergence of resistance right here. For Bitcoin to break through $48,000 in the next few hours would be very difficult. I do still think that we're going to break it in the next 48 hours, but keep in mind that there is convergence of resistance, which basically just means it has 2 levels of resistance that are at the exact same place in time and in space. So breaking through both of them at the same time is going to be hard. It's like in a fighting movie. It's harder to fight 2 people at once than one person. A 2-on-1's harder. That's what we're looking at right here. It has 2 opponents, not just one. So it's going to be difficult. I think it's still going to happen though. Let's rapid fire through these
super chats.
Yeah,
get them on.
Got a bunch of them left.
Again, so here from CG Dez said thoughts on Theta. Do you have any thoughts on Theta?
I actually do have a little bit of thought on Theta. I think Theta is a great project.
Yeah.
It is a DEX, and a lot of people are using it. I think it's probably one of the top DEXs now. Yeah.
Ivan Cortez says, thank you for responding. I'll love to apply as a motion designer, content creator. My portfolio is going crazy.
We would love that. That would be great.
Awesome.
Hey, send us an email, supportcryptojeb.com. We're not hiring yet, but we're always looking for new team members, even if we're not ready just yet.
Stualit said, thanks. I hope that's how it's pronounced. Excuse me. Thank you so much for the advice and info you guys have given. I've learned more in the 2 months being subbed to you than I did investing and trading myself the last year.
Heck yeah.
CT2A is next for me.
Let's go, Stulit.
Thank you, Steve X. So I think he's saying his name is Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay.
Thank you very much for that. Guys, that's what we're talking about here. The point of our channel is not to give you some kind of secret sauce or formula and clickbait you into buying our new course. The point of this channel is to genuinely help you and not be like all these other e-commerce dudes on the internet that are trying to sell you snake oil. I want to save you time because it took me 4 years to learn what I know now, and there's so much stuff that I don't know. You know how many times in this video I've said, oh, I don't know about that project. I need time to invest in those. Yeah. And what I want to do is I want to give you back your time because time is your freedom, and I want to give you back your freedom and the destiny that was stolen from you, and the way I can do that is by helping to speed up your education through the academy.
Yeah. Dr. Fuzzy Eyeball. Again, we've seen him before, but
great name.
Still love that name. Jedi Knight should start a fundraising initiative. I think we should see a live stream of a boxing match between Tim and Smay. Sporting event of the year. Smay, do you want to box?
Yeah.
You want to box me?
No. I want to actually say I'm actually really good at boxing. Like I
would pay to see that.
I used to do some boxing when I was in high school.
Yo, I would pay to see that.
If I were to, I'm not even joking. Like I'm being like dead serious. If I were to like actually like invest into it, I think it would be a pretty good fight.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe so.
I didn't think you were gonna... Shannon said something the other day. Our marketing director said he wanted to box me. Man, people want to fight me. I've never had this many people want to fight me.
I don't want to fight you. I'm just saying if that was something we did for fundraiser,
if anybody in this office was going to challenge you, it would probably be Smay and then your brother.
Caleb would win it because he's 6'4".
He's huge.
His reach is ridiculous.
He's got a lot
and
of
he's
reach.
like as strong as I am.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's got 6 inches on you and he's stronger.
Yeah.
I think you and Smay would be pretty close.
Okay.
what was that?
I don't think
that was
so.
more disrespectful than just saying no.
Smay, I wouldn't want to punch you because I love you so much.
No, come on.
But I would win. Bob said,
okay, maybe we'll have to find out. Give us a 7 in chat if you want to find out.
Smay doesn't want that.
Yes,
I want to see that.
Yes, I do.
I want to see that.
Stop. Okay, Bob.
Give it to me.
Bob,
Give it to me.
Let me do the super
Tim's
chat.
trying to humbly say he's going to whoop you.
Bob donated $100. Said just stopped in to say hi. I've been
you,
watching
Bob.
replays because this morning show is during business hours for me and
yeah.
hard to watch. I wish you guys would do a live show around stock market closing time as a daily wrap up.
Well, guess what?
God bless. Love you guys in Christ.
Well, Bob, thank you very much. We love you in Christ too, our brother. But we have a show tonight around stock market closing hours, and it is Between Two Coins.
It's not going to be helpful, but it'll be fun. Although I do think there was parts of last week that were helpful. I think we talked about a little bit of stuff that was helpful.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep moving. Buy Houses said, thanks for the content. What are your thoughts on Quant and Noya?
Don't know very much about either one of those. Quant, I've heard is a good project, but I can't tell you firsthand.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of hype around Quant.
I've heard a lot of hype around it.
I don't know
anyway,
if I know too much about it. Dominic Sanders said, just want to send support to the channel. Keep putting out great content, gentlemen.
Thank you very much,
Thank you so much, Dominic. Last one we have here, at least that I see, is the Average AF podcast.
That's a great name.
Love the show and content. One of my favorite auctioneers on the web.
Why, thank
LL,
you.
Appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you, and that's a really funny name. There's a lot of 7s in chat. We might. I don't know. We should arrange, maybe not boxing, but some kind of competition between you two.
You know what? I'm taking this as a challenge. Mark this date. This is hold on. Let me just say this. Guys, this is August 20th, 2021. Okay? In 6 months. February. I'm going to start I'm starting my training starting today. And I'm telling you guys. Well, actually, I'm going to be working 14 hours today. So not today. Tomorrow. I'm starting my training tomorrow, guys. And once, I'm telling you, save this stream. Save this stream and you're saved on YouTube. I'm telling you, what's the time code on that? I don't know. We'll find out. Zach, if you're timestamping this, timestamp this moment right here.
We're an hour and 3 minutes in.
Listen, I will, in 6 months' time, I'm going to be a different person.
Let's do it,
I'm doing it right now. I'm going to be trained 6 months.
I'm going to hold you to that.
And I am going to beat Tim in a boxing match.
I'm going to hold you to that, Smeg.
There we go.
Said you're going to be a different person. You're going to get held to that.
Timestamp this.
You're going to get held to that.
Timestamps this
You are going to get held to that.
Save this date.
You are going to get held to that.
August 20th, 2021. Save this date. See me back in February.
Dylan said I have the most beautiful
See me
voice.
back in
Thank
February.
You, Dylan.
It's gonna be
all right.
something
Well,
special.
this stream is devolving into chaos, and that's what Between Two Coins is for, guys. We have one more super chat. I'm going to read it just to make sure it goes quick. Steve, I almost said Stewie. Stulet, thank you very much for the donation again. That makes makes everyone want to fight you. It's Steve Willett. Okay, gotcha, Lamau. Have you heard of Drip Network, by the way? I haven't. Guys, like I said, really quickly, give me just a big old thumbs up in the chat if you would like to see me do more altcoin content. That's something that I want to start doing because I'm really interested in a lot of altcoin projects. I just got to find the time to actually research them. By the way, guys, like Smay said, this is a 14-hour day because we're trying to bring you guys great quality content. We're going to be doing a ton of work today. We actually have these guys doing Between Two Coins at 6 to 6:45 or so, and then I'm going to be back in office around 8 o'clock shooting a new video. That is going to be really cool. You guys are going to see that here in the next couple of weeks. So this is a long day. I'm looking forward to it, though. We got a lot of great content. And then also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Looks like we do have some people wanting some altcoin content in chat. Smash that like button. Also make sure to sign up for the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy and Lux Algo. Both links are in the description box down below. And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at CryptoJeb and on TikTok at CryptoJebOfficial. And also check out our subreddit r/JebINights, JEBBIKNIGHTS, because we've got some great memes over there. Guys, that's all I got for you today. We're over time. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.